Flexx Luther, Morgan's nigga room. So much soul, about to bust out the room. All different flavors, way more than 32. From these shoes, you can't mess with these dudes. Nike Reeboks, about Saucony. Golden Gooses on do.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Soul Brothers, hosted by yours truly, Flexx Luther, and none other than Morgan Sneaker Room. Man, what's up? What's new? And how you feeling, my guy?
What is going on, man? Long day, long weekend, but happy to be here to talk about sneakers for another week. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm here, man. I'm struggling, but I'm here.
Struggling?
I'm here, though. We don't quit.
What are you struggling with?
I don't know, man. Everything.
That sounds dramatic. I'm gonna be if you hear it, I'm gonna be.
Oh God, bro's always doing something while recording. Like, you know what? Like, bro ain't got no time before we record. Let's just do it while we're recording.
You want to know what I was doing before we started recording?
What?
I was learning about cricket, like the game cricket.
Mm-hmm.
I was learning like how that game works.
Is that the one with the like mallet where you go?
It's called a bat.
I thought it was called cruise. It wasn't cricket.
Oh,
I thought
croquet.
It was like, croquet. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's a different game.
Man.
Yeah, so I was learning how to play cricket. That's the one where where there's a bowler and they like.
Bro, your brush is all in the mic, so I know it's just like.
Nah, it's ASMR. So, but yeah, I was learning about cricket before we started recording. But you know, we both on the Rejuvenator team. Well,
I dropped out of the race, bro.
Yeah, that one. I forgot. I still got the product though.
I mean, I still do too. Yeah, much love to Rejuvenator. I got the product too. I still use them.
Much love. Hey, for right now, it's much love to Rejuvenator, but it could be much love to anybody who wants to send anything our way.
Wow, this man is willing to sell us soul. Next quick, we still want at 360.
We still want, bro. Because look, I was talking to J Will, right, and I was like, "Yo, Nesquik is not messing with me," and he was like, "Yo, what you need to do is you need to go and get your own, like, buy some Nesquik and start taking pictures." And I did it one time, bro.
I seen that.
And bro, because you said, bro, you're on the Nesquik deal. I said, nah, I had to buy it and like show them what I can do, bro. They didn't give me anything, bro. Not even a like. I tagged them in it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane. So I was like, I'm not rocking with Nesquik right now.
I'm
not rocking with Nesquik.
Shout out Nesquik, man. Hop on the pod.
Who, bro? The bunny?
Why not?
Look, I need free milk.
I would love for them to hop on the pod because I'm very interested in the idea, the rollout of what they're doing as far as media. Because like they're doing like a whole basketball tournament and a dunk contest and like, have you not been watching the page?
Whose page?
Nesquik.
Of course, I've been watching the page. I've been watching the Nesquik page.
You look at me like I'm crazy.
No. Nesquik, one of my favorite follows on IG.
Indeed, they are.
One of my favorite follows, and I would love to make a post or two a month about Nesquik in exchange for some milk.
I like it. Let's start off by what's on feet, sponsored by Nesquik.
That sounds so good. The first one's free. The first one's on us. The first one's on us. Yep, first one's on us. So Nesquik, next one. Yeah, I'm gonna need some milk, or I'm gonna need some. Just I'll let you know the PayPal. I'll let you know the PayPal account. You can just send it that way.
Yeah.
You going first?
Yep. Today I have my wow, went blank there. Don't tell me. These are the Adidas Ultra Boost Bait and Attack on Titan collaboration.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I love this shoe. Just the whole concept, the design behind it, and then it's just crazy comfortable, cool insole.
Yeah.
Like, I love this pair. I'm thinking about this may be my first pair I double up on because I'm really beating knees in the ground while I'm moving. So yeah.
That's interesting. Like, I watched Attack on Titan. One, wearing Ultra Boosts in 2024 is just, God bless you, man. God bless you.
See, look, when you're a real sneakerhead, you can do stuff like that.
Okay. But I watched the first episode of Attack on Titan, and it freaked me out, and so I haven't watched another episode since.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. My love for anime and the design and the love for Bates as a boutique is why I grabbed them. Like,
yeah, Bait does a lot of really, really cool concepts and collabs and stuff like that.
Yeah. We
got a lot of really cool stuff. So,
I love their Astro Boy and
Astro Boy. Yeah, Adidas. I think it's Adidas, right?
Reebok. They did a pair of kamikazes that I still got to get.
Yeah, those should be going for under retail. Anyway, what I wore today was the...
Wait a minute, hold on. The whole time I'm thinking you're brushing the shoe that you're about to show. You're just brushing the random shoes? All right. Bro, just brushing random shoes. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, this is not the shoe I'm brushing.
Okay.
It's not even my showcase shoe. You're actually... I mean, you might...
I mean, give it some shine since did you just get them in today or something? What's going on?
I did, yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah, that makes sense.
So
what are those?
They are the Nike Air Max NM or the Nomo baseball shoe. So
okay,
it's from 2011. Very cool shoe. You weren't even born yet, right? In 2011?
Nah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But the shoe that I wore today was the Asics and Ronnie Fieg Gel Sight, and I believe this is the Pacific. I think it's the Pacific colorway. There's the Pacific and the Atlantic. I have both, so I just get them confused. But I'm pretty sure that this is the Pacific colorway. Yeah, really, really clean shoes. Oh, Eric Pascal just messaged me on TikTok. Sorry if you guys heard the vibration, but former Villanova star and Golden State Warrior Eric Pascal just sent me a message on TikTok. So I apologize.
Shout out EP.
Shout out Eric Pascal for sure, man. It's a shame, bro. The league is tripping, bro. The league is tripping. Is Wiseman he should be in the league for sure. He should definitely be in the league.
Well, I mean, he's still got time. He can get there.
Yeah, he's still kind of young. Yeah. So
I mean, if he's back in the league by 29, 30, he can still have a nice little 3-year run.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've seen older. I mean, we've seen rookies older than that coming to the league. Pablo Prigioni. So yeah, it's if you're not 100%, or if you're confused right now, just this week I saw a TikTok from Eric Pascal, and at the time he had 900 followers, and he was talking about having a sneaker battle, and this video only had like a few likes, a few hundred views, and I'm like, yo, this is like the real Eric Pascal. Like, being an NBA fan, like, I know who Eric Pascal is. And so I commented, I was like, yo, like, let's go. And so we've been kind of going back and forth. Now he's following Flexx, he's following me. We're trying to get him on the pod. Like, this is it's one of those situations where it's like just being in the right place at the right time, and knowing people and knowing who people are is going to really benefit you. So
yeah,
it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. I'm
hoping we can get him on the pod, because I gotta ask him, like, is there a wizard that's in the NBA where you can just get these insane pairs? Because it seems like most NBA players, even if they don't have a lot of pairs, they have like something crazy, something like off the wall or something rare or something like that. So I want to know if there's just like this guy that you go like, hey, bro, I need those. And he's like, yeah, I got you. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Like the last challenge he posed was having a PE or a sample pair. And he's really big into Kobe's. So everything he's shown has been a Kobe. And he just showed Kyle Korver PEs and I think of the Kobe 5 and then a sample pair of the Kobe 9. And I'm just like, how do I compete with this?
I don't think I got a sample, but I got some PEs.
Yeah, he's got me on this one, but like I have to get creative. I haven't made my rebuttal yet.
So now you gotta throw around in there where you know you're gonna win, and like he doesn't have.
Yeah, like I was trying to be fair and be like, show me your favorite New Balance. You know what I mean? I could have been like, show me your favorite New Balance. Oh, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something like that. But it's all in fun. That's what I like about him is that he's being very fun, and it's just a good experience. He has a lot of love for sneakers. So I'm almost done with these shoes.
Thank God.
Is it really that loud?
Yeah, your mic is always loud. So,
well, I mean, you control the volume, right?
I got it turned down like halfway, and you still like scrubbing all in my ear.
You said what?
Scrub the ground. But let's talk about recent news. The Nina Chanel Retro 3s have been announced to be limited. It is rumored to be 30,000 pairs to release on the sneakers app. And I think it's kind of weird because we had 17s and everybody was talking about how the 17s were going to set, especially at $300. That's what
everybody said. Everybody said they were going to set.
And then Nike was like, you know what? Okay.
So yeah. Yeah.
All right. And then they didn't set. And now they set like $500. So
they should have just made the briefcase one limited and then just do like a regular release for just the 17s in a Jordan box. Did you end up getting a pair?
No, like I'm paying resale, unfortunately.
Okay. Will you pay that $5 or will you? I mean, you got to get settled in first, right?
Yeah, but I will though. But it Nina Chanel's, I doubt I'm paying resale for those.
You say you're not?
No.
You know what? The first picture, if they looked closer to that first picture that came out, I know. So now that I'm seeing how they look, I'm like, I'm cool on those. I am cool on those.
I'm very curious to see how it's gonna go because there was a lot of junk talking about this shoe. Like, oh, now we see these. I'm not really liking these. I'm not feeling these anymore. And
you know how it's gonna go. You know how it's gonna go. What you think? You think it's gonna sell out fast? You think it's gonna be crazy on release day?
I mean, the sneakerheads are like hungry right now. So anything limited, they could put limited on anything and it's gonna go right now because everybody's looking for that train. Everybody's looking for the hype train. So yeah, I think they're gonna do pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna do like 500 resale well, but they're going to be over retail easily.
Yeah.
And I think what is retail for those? $225 or $250?
Either way, it sounds like way too much. Sounds like way too much either way, man. That's they're cool, they're clean and all that, but
so as we're still collecting shoes, and life is progressing in styles and technology and design. When are we gonna say, okay, this is enough? I mean, the price keeps hiking. Like, I mean, we are retailing shoes $250, $225. That used to be resale prices.
Yeah, I said it. I said enough back in 2015. Like, that's when I was like, nah, I'm not doing that, right? And that's when I really made that switch over to Saucony Asics, New Balance. Saucony and Asics. Because when I first got out the Navy, my bread wasn't right for New Balance. But yeah, it was 2015, 2016 was when I was like, enough is enough. I got very, very, selective with my purchasing of Jordans. $225 for retail is insane. That's an insane price. Like, what is the price for you? That is like, I can't do it.
I'm gonna be real with you. It's not even really the price for me anymore. It's
what is
like the more these become, the more expensive these become. Of course, it kind of makes them less accessible to certain people, because some people just can't afford it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it becomes a safety issue, because you're pretty much going to start wearing a high-end shoe now, regular. Like you go into a regular spot and you got a $300 shoe on. You're a Target now. Yeah. As to where it used to be $190, people walk past you or $160, $140. They're like, that's $100 for your shoe. I can go get that. Now you done doubled in price. It's kind of like, I might not be able to get those.
Right.
And that's the way I think about it. I mean, the price, of course, I think about the price too, but I'm just more thinking like what it's creating.
Right.
Like it's creating, because the higher you go up, I mean, and then the more limited it becomes. So now that not only are they expensive, they're super rare too. So a general release is becoming, like, of course, I wouldn't, there's certain places I wouldn't wear the Ben 7s to, or something that is high end, that's rare, something like that. You don't want to wear that at a certain place.
Right.
Now it's just, you got general releases that's $225. It's kind of like, it's the same thing as wearing a Ben 7 somewhere. So that's more what my concerns are.
Yeah.
I wonder if that brings back the robbing of the shoes. I mean, it still happens, but like at a more higher rate than it is now.
Yeah. It's an interesting thought. It's an interesting thought because it does seem like for a long time, you were able to get whatever shoe you want. Not whatever shoe you wanted, but a lot of shoes for retail, or they would sit, right? But now, with them becoming more limited, what does that turn into? What are the effects of that?
I mean, we all know what the effects of it is, and I feel like us as like sneaker consumers, it's like Nike knows exactly what they need to do to get back right.
Yeah,
we're gonna drop a few OG colorways that they've been talking about for the past 10 years, and then we're gonna make them super limited.
Yep,
and we're back where we left off, buddy.
Right.
And I feel like it's what they're doing, because I mean, you look at 2025, white cement, black metallic, black cat 3s. What else you got? Great 5s, still great 10s. We've been talking about still great 10s, I know, forever. Now all of a sudden,
but
you drop them.
You see, they got the
toe cap.
The toe cap.
But that's not official. That's not official.
Oh, it's not official. It's not. Okay. That's not official. Yeah. I'm gonna say, if it comes with the toe cap, pass. For real. It's ugly.
I love Jordans, so like it's like one of those things, like the alternative Olympic. Just the idea of, hey, this is what the Olympics were supposed to look like, or could have looked like. Kind of same thing, like, because I'm a big fan of the Olympic 7s in itself. Yeah. It's kind of like, I want the Olympic 7s, and I also want the alternative. So I want steel gray 10s, and then I want the toe cap alternative. So
yeah, if I had the steel 10s from the last release, which I think was 2014?
Probably
14.
Yeah, 20. It's gotta be 2012. Probably 2012, because those are like the releases that I missed. But could have been, gotta be.
if I had the steals from then a toe cap wouldn't move the needle for me. But now it's like the toe cap almost makes me mad because I'm like, bro, like I don't even have the steals. Like
you're giving me this,
you know what I'm saying? And like this is what I get. And I've always been somebody who's liked the 10s. Like I've always liked the 10s. I've had ugly colorways of the 10s. I had the NYCs. I still have the powder blues.
Powder blues.
I had the double nickels. I had the Bulls over Broadway. That's an ugly colorway.
Bobcats.
Never had the Bobcats, but those are ugly. Oh God, those are ugly. And I still regret not getting the Seattle pair, the city pack.
Purple. It's the purple and black pair, right?
Seattle pair? No, Seattle was mostly white upper, and then on the lacing system it had the green. And then like the Orlando pair had blue.
What pair am I thinking of? That might have been Sacramento.
Sacramento was white with purple. I think maybe. I'm not sure. I think it was white with purple. But you know, I kicked myself for not grabbing those, and the Orlando sat at the Foot Locker I worked at for months.
Yep.
So yeah, I feel like they try to do too much with the storytelling, and this is coming from somebody who loves the storytelling. Like, just give us an article, give us some content on the history of it, and but give us how it's supposed to look. That's my feeling on it.
I think we've made it so easy for Nike that like they could do anything. Like, hey, this shoe is inspired by Kobe Bryant drinking a Red Bull, and everybody's like, "Oh my God!
Oh yeah!
Oh my God!"
Hey, y'all heard about the bubble gums? Like, yeah, Michael Jordan likes bubble gum. Well, so does everybody else in the world, man. You know what I mean? Like, this is a water colorway because Michael Jordan drank water before his basketball games. Like,
I remember I did a video on the Bulls Retro 17 Plus, and I said that the square bottom was made like that because Michael Jordan enjoyed eating lemon squares.
Oh yeah, I believed you.
Everybody did.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, how did that go over y'all head? Like, how did it just?
It's just so random. Because it was so random. I'm like, oh, he wouldn't make that up.
It was just more believable because that's what Nike and Jordan does. They come up with these stories, and it's like so like random that it's believable because Nike does it all the time. Like, I mean, we're seeing the Kobe's. We got the pairs inspired by the beanie that he wore. Then you have the Kobe's that were inspired by the suit that he wore while he was on the sideline. So like, it's just like there's so many like random events that's inspired by colorways. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that's something Jordan and Nike would do. Making something that's inspired by lemon squares, like making the whole silhouette that's inspired by a car. Like, it makes sense. I think that's what made it so believable.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, I just feel like we've made it so easy because we're like, Nike, Jordan, Kobe, Michael Jordan.
Well, there's inspiration in, I mean, everything's inspired by something, right? Like, that's what design is like you see something and then, Air Max 97s inspired by silver bullet trains.
I think I mean, that can be debatable because I mean, some designs come off just imagination. Sometimes
there's some sort of influence based on there. Like, nothing is original.
I mean, original wouldn't exist if there was nothing original.
Exactly. When we're talking about design, though, there's always
that's that newer generation stuff. There's definitely stuff that's original. After like Virgil, everything's inspired by something. Here we go.
We go. But like, what's a completely original like something that's completely original.
My mind just clean, just clean. Something that's original. All right, let's
lock in.
Yeah. Who?
Lock in. I just said lock in.
The Saucony. What's that inspired by?
Saucony?
The logo. Yes, their branding, their logo. What is it inspired by?
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
It is the Saucony River it's got 3 boulders in the middle. I'm serious.
Wow.
It is a river. In Kutztown, Pennsylvania.
Did not know that. That is crazy.
It is inspired by a river in the Saucony River in Kutztown, Pennsylvania.
I wonder how many people know that. We got to make a poll. Yeah, and see how many people know that.
Yeah,
especially the new lovers. So.
Oh no, they don't know that.
There's got to be something that's original. Damn it! I hate when I can't prove my point.
I know,
but I still feel like there's some designs there are just kind of based off someone putting something together that accidentally happened, or they were just kind of dueling and something like, oh, this looks good, you know. I don't think everything is inspired by something. I just can't go along with it. I just can't go along with it.
I'm not saying it is like a ripoff, but like
no. But I'm just saying some things are original, like first make. I mean, what about OG silhouettes? You think they're inspired by something? Like the first Air Max was it inspired by something?
Yes. I don't know what it was, but it's inspired by something.
Maybe.
Like think about all the Jordans, right? All the Jordans.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're most of them are inspired by something.
Like Tinker Hatfield was very, very open about what influenced his design, right? And like, yeah, everything is inspired by something, and it might not be like another shoe. It might be things that you find in life, right? Things that you find in nature, things that, you know, like just there's inspiration. There's inspiration in everything.
Okay. All right. Okay, I rest my case.
You can, right. No, you concede.
I rest my case. I rest my case. I know what
How?
I plead the fifth.
You're just saying things. These things don't even make sense.
Well, I'm resting my case because I'm done talking, but I'm not going to say you're right. I plead the fifth because if I say what I want to say, it may incriminate me. I'm saying the right stuff.
So we were talking about Eric Pascal and
wow, we definitely went on tangent.
We went way off. We're talking about Eric Pascal and doing this sneaker battle, which I love sneaker battles, man. I love sneaker battles so much.
As we're finishing out the year, and I mean we're officially halfway in. We're June 6th.
Yeah,
so we're halfway through the year, and we've got 30 pairs already lined up for 2025.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we're still trying to scramble and figure out what's dropping for the rest of this year.
I know.
But yeah, we got a full lineup for 2025. I just feel like Nike's just trying to redeem themselves. I mean, I don't think we'll ever get to a point where Nike is not the big dog, the top, competitor.
Right.
I mean, even right now, I mean, Saucony's doing well, Asics doing well, New Balance, all these other brands are obviously on other people's radar, but at the end of the day, Nike is still on top,
Yeah, the New Balance story, right? Where I was like, man, New Balance improved by the most. You know what I mean? You remember that? Like, while that was a feel-good story for everybody else, I feel like Nike saw that and was like, nah, this can't happen, right? Like everybody was celebrating New Balance and being like, yo, like, man, hey, New Balance is killing it. They were like, hey, New Balance is killing it. Like we gotta step up. We gotta step up. So New Balance or Nike is gonna remain on top, but they gotta do something more interesting than just dropping like Air Max, Air
I
Max.
mean, imagine what we could get if like Nike actually tried.
Man,
Like what if Nike actually got creative and was like, you know what, we finna drop something and we're really finna put the story into it. We're finna put the visuals in it. We're finna put the media, the design. Because I feel like even with their collaborations, I feel like they're restricted. You know, like I feel like the designer can only go so far before Nike's like, we're not taking we're not doing that.
That's kind of risky. The shareholders aren't gonna like this one.
And, you know, so I feel like the creative, like if you just actually let someone actually design something, because even when you get a bad collaboration from Nike or a bad design, it's still like somewhat wearable or viable. You know what I'm saying? As if you get something from like a smaller brand, it's just kind of like hit or miss. Like it's either very good or it's just like, I don't even see the correlation between the collaboration and the brand. You know, it's just like another shoot from this brand.
Right.
So like I can tell that there's definitely directions and guidance when someone's designing something over at Nike and Jordan. There's definitely someone kind of like, oh yeah, okay, we can use purple, but this is what purple we're gonna use. It looks better with this color. Yeah. You're not gonna see a J Tips Gridazora and like you're not gonna Nike. You're not gonna see that unless they want to do that, like they did with the Animal Instinct pack that they did with the Retro 3. The Retro, it was like a Retro 3 volume, Retro 3 3.0, 2.0 type deal thing, and then we have the Retro 11s. But again, it's still to the point where it's like guided and very, it's not nothing like, oh, we finna really, really pushed
out of the box. So we're gonna get some draft print, you're gonna get some zebra print, and then you're gonna get some black leather.
So you can, at the end of the day, you still can just wear this if you want to.
But we have a choice as consumers as to what we want to purchase, and I would rather have right now I'm looking across the room and I see the brain dead Asics that I have, and it's an extremely ugly and loud and vibrant shoe. I would rather have something like that than be honest with you, it's red and like a mango color and like this blue, aquamarine blue. Like it's brutal on the eyes, but still fire, I would rather have something like that than a Nike that doesn't have any soul to it.
I'm okay with the no soul having Nikes, but Nike is in a position where they could really do something crazy. Like they can take that risk, as the other smaller brands probably couldn't take their risk. You know what I'm saying?
But they have to take the risk. They have to.
What I'm saying. They take it because they don't have that cult following yet. So it's like, if we fail, we fail. Like it's not like we're gonna lose a ton of people. If anything, we're gonna get a ton of media. If we make big red boots. You know what I'm saying? And Mischief is still doing, and that's pretty much right. Yeah, they're still. Have you seen the story about them saying that like there was only 100 pairs and the rest of them were fake? I'm just
I don't believe that though. I don't believe that.
No, because I remember they restocked on their website, and I know more than 100 people bought when they restocked. So
I don't believe that. I just feel like they're saying that to just be
mischievous. That's their brand.
Yeah, it made me nervous at first though, man. I was like, because I got a pair of big red boots, and I was like, oh, they're really fun, man.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a fun shoe.
Will you ever wear them though?
I'm about to wear them on our next date night. So it's because Caitlin's over there chuckling.
Yo, I wouldn't even walk next to you. I'm like, this guy? Have you seen those video where people like, hey, can you hold my phone? And like say some crazy stuff like, why are you phone? Who is this guy?
Get away from me. He's like, oh God. They're like, oh God.
Can you imagine trying to run in big red boots?
No.
That'd be so funny. I'll take off running so you would like have to like walk real fast.
Yeah, since Caitlin was laughing, because I'm gonna tell you the issue. Here's the real issue with the big red boots. This is why she's laughing, because so where I store my sneakers, right? Like I got the sneaker room, and then I got the big box closet, and then I got some underneath the bed, and
then you got the nasty room.
I got the auxiliary storage room. I've got the auxiliary storage room, and so I've got the big red boots on a dresser thing at the foot of our bed, and it's like just sitting there. It's not doing anybody any harm. But Caitlin want to come up to me and be like, do you think we can find somewhere for these? And I said, I did find somewhere for them. Like
at the end of the bed.
They're there. I'm getting a thumbs down right now. That is that is code for her flipping me off. That is yeah. So yeah, that's the drama with the big red boots. But I think I'm gonna wear them. I think I'm gonna wear them on our next date night.
You got to post a picture.
It's her turn to pay, and I'm gonna be wearing the big red boots.
She
said, "Do what I want."
I would be like, he took my money.
Big red boots and hoochie daddy shorts.
Oh wow! Definitely drop that tomorrow. I can change the cover app, the cover art, and put you because that goes right along with the cover art that's dropping tomorrow.
What is the cover art?
That's the amusement part. Oh, I didn't show you.
I don't think you showed me yet.
Wow, I'll show you that.
Yeah, it's So hoochie daddy shorts and big red boots for tomorrow.
I definitely, for the next few months, I really want to get into my dressing. No, like styling, fashion, bag. I just really want to get out there. So
is it going to be one of those like swaggers for boys and like swaggers for boys and what do they say? Swaggers for boys and stylists for men or something like that. Like you're gonna be dressing in like vests and 3-piece suits and stuff.
No, I mean I do that now, but
why are you dressed like that?
What? Who doesn't like to look nice and presentable?
Bro, you look like you on the first communion.
Not really, because most of the time it's like a fitted suit. Communions are kind of like the bold shoulders and they're singing the hymn, passing, Nah, I don't wear big shoulder suits. So.
Nah, you dress like a 4X, 4X dude.
Oh, 4X.
Yeah, hey.
You got their money though, right? You got their money though. You go deposit that money. I'll make $300,000 a day, but I ain't got nothing to eat, nowhere to stay.
Yeah,
no insurance on my car, but we made $300,000 to the moon.
To the moon.
Hey, nobody made it to the top without sacrifice.
So yeah,
I haven't got face down.
So back to the episode, man. Back to the episode. So you've been I guess the name of this episode that you sent me is Gloves Off or No Gloves. No gloves. Put me on the
spotlight. No, not put me on the spotlight. Go ahead.
Look, man. What's up? What's going on?
This dude put me on the spot. But no, so I was listening to shout out to Hot Soul, my first podcast.
My first kicks.
So I was listening to pods. I was listening to Haas podcast today. Shout out to Haas, my first kicks. And he asked the question.
Hey, he's still putting out episodes.
Wow. So he asked the question of like, why other podcasts not really going on other podcasts? Like, we all have our audience and our following. So why are we not like kind of meshing together and kind of collaborating so we can all eat? And I feel like it kind of leads me into something else because I feel like now that sneaker content is very concentrated now. It's not like you can post anything and it's boom to the moon. So now all of a sudden everybody wants to collaborate. Like, cause if we collaborate, we can get at least equal to the moon views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where when sneaker content was booming, nobody wanted to collaborate. It was all about competition.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want you on my pod. I don't want to do this. I can do it myself. So I feel, I mean, and it's not just, you know, it's not just Hosta. I've seen, you know, bringing up collaborating and doing that. I've seen a lot of people that's wanting to collaborate and do all this other stuff when I know a year ago, I probably wouldn't have got a reply. I probably wouldn't have got a response. I wouldn't have got read. It would have just stayed in the request.
So,
you know,
so I can tell you, man, because I know you said I threw you under the bus or put you on blast.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like this: we were competition 5 months ago. We were competition 5 months ago, talking about, you know, I don't listen to anybody else's podcast, so, you know, because whatever. And now that we've had some, I mean, in a short amount of time, we've had some pretty good success. I mean, you run the numbers, you know the numbers better than I do. Connections we're making, and you know, just being taken care of by people and forming these relationships. Now that that's the case, oh well, they don't want to have me on their podcast. They don't want to collaborate. You know, it's like I'm somebody who's always going to keep the same energy. No matter what, I'm keeping the same energy, and we don't owe y'all nothing. You know, whether that's on TikTok, you know, we talked about it we talked about it a couple weeks ago, when people are like, yo, throw me a follow, and it's like, let me go look at your content. Oh, it's kind of bad. Yeah, I'm good. You know what I mean? It's like, it's nothing personal.
No, absolutely.
It's nothing personal, but it's like, I also like to scroll, and I don't want to see your not good content. I shouldn't even say not good, but like, it's unprofessional. It's long. It's like you're rambling. You're not editing. Like, this isn't entertaining. I'm sure you're a nice person, but like, I'm not entertained by your content. And that's kind of like, I think it's kind of like the same thing where it's like, and I'm not saying that about Haas, because I do like his podcast a lot, and that was actually the first podcast to ever reach out to me and say like, hey, we want you on. But it's very normal that like that relationship of like working together to like, okay, you're the competition. That's a very, very normal route for people, right? And it's a very fair route. But once you see the traction build up, don't go from I don't listen to them to why don't they have me on? That's my whole thing, right? That's kind of lame to me.
You definitely took off the gloves. But I mean, I feel what you're saying, because you can't say, you know, why we not having each other on, but then you're not listening to the pod.
Right.
So why do you want to be on the platform if you don't even know what the platform is about? You don't know the vibes, you don't know the concepts, you don't know any of that on the platform. So you're just getting on this unknown platform because we should be. It's always it seems like it's always when it comes to like sneaker content, it's always we should be doing this. We should call it the press. We should do this. It's always a lot of should, and I feel like this was creating this like just zombies, because everybody's following. We should. Yeah. You should listen to this person. You should do it. I think we should do what we feel is right. We should do what you want to do, what interests you. You should buy what you like. You should wear what you like.
Yeah.
Rather than we're just gonna follow the layout that's been given to us, and this is how sneaker content is going to be. This is how sneaker releases is going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, we're more than that. I feel like everybody has their own style. Everybody has their own creative. Everybody has their own type of content, and it should show that. But it's not, because the people that's getting that exposure more or less have the same content. It's not like you'll see someone with a ton of followers and their content is totally different to the next person that has a ton of like followers. It's, you know, you can, you know, see the difference, obviously.
So what you're saying is nothing is original.
Something is inspired by something is always inspired by something else. When it comes to content creation, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, now, it's just getting so frustrating because it's like now we get to the point where we're just saying random stuff. Shout out to my guy Leroy. But there's a lot of videos my guy's putting up, and I'm just like, I know you're just saying that because it's gonna grab those views, and then the next video is like, I'm not doing this for views, it's the truth. No, you're doing it for views. And the thing about it is, look, no, listen. So if you're gonna do it, own up to it. Yeah, like that's it. Yeah, but don't come back and tell me you're not doing it for views. Yeah, come on, you are, and that's cool. I'm not hating on it. Do your thing, but own up to it.
That man is trying to get the bag, bro.
He is, and I mean, he's got the bag and there's money falling out of it, and he is running like
yo, bro. But I was scrolling, bro. He talking about the next SBs, and then I'll scroll again, and it's like, is this the right computer? The computer monitor? I'm like, yo. So I don't know about y'all, but this sneaker app's giving me hemorrhoids. Use this TikTok shop preparation H.
That's when.
No, bro. Like, what you doing? Like, that man is trying to sell everything, bro. That man is selling everything on the TikTok shop.
But I mean, and the thing about it is, shout out to the people that do follow us, and you know, I don't want this to be confused with like, oh, they up now, it's time to shit on people. It's not like that. It's not like that. But I feel like even from our beginning, our rule has always been, I'm gonna do what I want, I'm gonna buy what I want, I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's always been that with us. It's never been I'm gonna follow this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that. No, it's always been like, we make our content and we're gonna leave out the elites. That's what I used to say all the time. Yeah, know? And the elites were people that were making content based off what
Brian Ware.
Shut up! No, I'm not finna shut up, Brian Ware.
Damn,
I'm not. I don't even know guy, bro. Guy don't even know me, and I know he's not shouting me out. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, you have your content creators that do that, you know. So, and I mean, some things should be said.
I would say that I am. It's a weird spot to be in because I know on the internet people don't understand nuance and they don't understand, like, they just perceive everything as hating. But the amount of time that I spent talking about Sauconys, and now people are getting on Saucony, which I love. I love that people are getting on Saucony, don't get me wrong. But it's like, now y'all making, without understanding the culture, you're trying to be a part of the culture, right? It's almost like culture vulturing Saucony. And like, I'm not gonna have a discussion with somebody who's brand new to Saucony, has 2 pairs, got the hypest Saucony pair of last year, and then the food fight pair. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with them about what I'm not gonna sit here and argue with them about like Saucony culture and who is, and you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because it's not like, we're not even in the same realm, right? No. But like, now you get to make content, which is great. Look, keep making the Saucony content, but like, don't forget who was putting on for years before you even got your first Saucony, right? Like, yeah, I want my flowers. That's basically what I'm saying. Is like, I want
I get that. I get that. I mean, and you have pages. We got Soul Loco. I see, you know, you go into a store, you go to a sneaker con, and like, hey, this is a rare pair. Wow, $4,000. ton of views. You have someone that's actually creative that'll give you some backstory, like Sneaker Fetish, Kari. Like, he can go to a sneaker con, give you the backstory, tell you everything about it. Great delivery, maybe 50,000.
And super engaging. He's super engaging. Like, he makes very good, high quality content. And you know, and I think that this issue is specific to TikTok. I think it's a TikTok specific issue.
I mean, it made everything simple.
Yeah,
it made everything simple and short.
Like, I see the same type of content on Instagram, but at the same time, I see better content too, right? Like, I see more creative content on Instagram. Like, I still see the same Got Soul. I see, you know, I see all that, but I also see the good content on Instagram. TikTok, man, is like, you put together a great video, man, and you're not gonna get nothing on it, and that's fine, right? Like, I just want people to see, like, yo, this is what else is out there.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's kind of like preserving what we love. Yeah, I mean,
Well, who was talking about that? Bernie was talking about that, right?
We've been collecting 10 years plus, so we've put time, sweat, tears into collecting sneakers. Yeah, and then just to watch someone come with a crazy take that's only been collecting the past 2 years and be like, you know what, this is this, and you know it's the truth.
Yeah. Oh, that looked familiar.
And you know it's the truth.
So I tell people what they need to hear. I don't tell them what they want to hear. But I'm gonna turn off the comments.
That's exactly what they want to hear. Yeah. That's exactly, we all know what gets, sneakerheads or content creators, sneaker collectors. Like, I don't even know what to call the people of the culture anymore, because it's like, if you say sneakerhead, it's just like a bad negativity behind it. Like, it doesn't mean what it meant a couple of years ago. Yeah. And you say content creators, like influencers, like you don't even know what to say, because it's just like, there's always some negativity about it. But I mean, I feel like we're healing, because we have people that are creating content that they like and saying these things that should be said, and I think we as a community should say these things, and there could be discussions about it. There can be conversations about it. We can talk about it. I feel like, but if we're not going to talk about it, that's where the problem is.
Yeah, 100%. Because it's like you said, we're trying to preserve the culture that we've grown up in, right? Like, we're trying to make the sneaker community better than what it was when we got here, right? Yeah. And it's tough. Like, it's tough. It's easy to go with the flow. It's easy to, just buy every Jordan 4 that comes out and just be like, oh yeah, I'm into sneakers, right? Like, it's not easy to do research and find your own taste and experiment. Like, that takes years, and that takes patience, and it takes it takes time. It seems so trivial, like we're talking about collecting sneakers, but if you're really, really into this stuff, and that's who I would imagine is listening to or watching our content and listening to our podcast, people who are like really, really into sneakers, like, you understand that, like, there is a lot to this, and it's not for everybody. And if you really want to get like deep into this, if you really want to get deep into collecting sneakers, like, you have to love it. You can't just be here for the short term. So yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna drop it, because we gotta get to the showcase. But just moving forward, I'm gonna be honest, and this is nothing against his creative, his designs, or whatever he does, because I don't really follow his content enough. But I don't want Soul Loco to be the voice of reasoning or the voice of sneakers. I don't. Like, And it's just like the people that have a large following, they're the voice of sneakers. It's like, I think you see some, oh, these are worth $400,000. No, they're not.
Yeah.
Who said that? Nobody's ever said that. But because they have this following, because they're the voice of reasoning, like it's like they're the voice of sneakers, and there's no real connection to them, or maybe no real love for them.
Hey, these are worth $4,000. This is a $4,000 shoe. Can y'all believe it? This is a $4,000 shoe. Y'all never seen this before. You know what I mean? Anybody can say that. Anybody can do that.
But the thing about it is, you have certain people that can say that and cause that effect, and it's just like it becomes a 4,000. I mean, because I'm pretty sure the black cat hype is from someone that doesn't even love sneakers. They just said these are so fire, and I'm gonna sell them for $500. And next thing you know, black cats are.
Bro, it's a $500 shoe. Yeah, exactly.
You know, and so I mean, and that's, you know, I just don't want certain people to be the voice of reason or the voice of sneakers, because then it makes it hard for me to actually love sneakers. And I'm gonna be real with you. You cannot be, if you started out as a reseller, I'm sorry, you cannot. There's certain things you just can't say. There's just certain things that you can't be part of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you truly, I stick with my guns, because I've always said this: you cannot be a reseller and be a sneakerhead at the same time. You're either gonna be more of a reseller or you're gonna be more of a sneakerhead, but you can't be both.
Can't be both.
Because because you're gonna get certain pairs that, like, you're gonna make a ton of money off these and sell them. And when I say reseller, I mean like full blown reseller. I'm not talking about like, hey, I sold a pair and got $100. Like, I just sold my low metallic red retro ones because I don't wear them.
Yeah.
Like I two wears, like, and those shoes are almost 10 years old. I don't wear them. And I know some people that actually like them, that want them, that go wear them.
So what about like Rob Quan?
Oh, the ones I was on everybody's comments, but again, voice of reasoning, and they're voicing sneakers, but you started out reselling. Your love for sneakers is based off your love for money. That's not a sneakerhead. That is a reseller. That is you being something else. That is not you. I love sneakers. I would love sneakers too if I'm making 10 grand or 20 grand a month. Yeah, I love sneakers. No, you love money, and you love the fact that you can make money off sneakers.
Well,
capitalist,
but
you know, hey,
yeah. I mean, it's culture vulturing at its finest, man. It's culture vulturing.
I don't really like the term culture vulture, but that's,
you know, yeah, we've talked about that before.
I hate that, you know.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the showcase. I feel like we were supposed to talk about another topic. Did we get?
Yeah, it's all right.
All right.
Next episode.
All right, bet. Yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's do our showcase. I was just thinking of a story, man. It made me laugh, and I wanted to share it. So Caitlin made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich earlier. And
okay, you got the KDs?
No. This is nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
Oh,
Caitlin made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and for the audience, Caitlin is a vegan, and so like I just don't think she knows how food goes together. And she was like, "Oh, I gave you extra peanut butter this time," and I couldn't breathe for like 2 minutes, man. And I just thought I should tell somebody. I needed to tell somebody that. So, all right, what did you bring to the showcase today?
I got my Fresh Blue 7s. What I like about me moving is it's making me look at my pairs, and you kind of just like, you know what, this is a beautiful pair.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, have
you found something that you forgot you had?
No, but I have come to like where I thought I had it, or I thought I bought it because I was on my ID, and I'm like, I know I had those. I know I had those.
You start sweating.
And then I think of it. Yeah, and I'm like, you know what, I don't have those. I was supposed to get those. But the Fresh Blue 7s, I kind of just fell in love with them again. It's just the 7s. I love the bottom of them, the soles, and I love the tongue. And I also been looking at, I don't know if you, I'm pretty sure you know, there's some Nike Dunks that are inspired by, I think it's a Retro 8. There's a retro 8, and then there's a pair of the French Blue 7s, and I was looking at those recently, and I'm trying to grab those for a decent price. But Showcase.
That's a good pair. It's a good pair, and I think that's one of those pairs that like is going to get more love like after it released. Like when people were watching, because when did those come out? When did that pair come out?
2016.
And those sat right.
2015. Oh yeah.
Easily. Like when people see like, oh, bro, that pair is sitting, it's like it becomes a sneaker that nobody wants. But now that we're past that, man, like. It's a fire shoe. It's a really, really good shoe.
You know what?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. So the Retro 7, I can't wait towards it. It's this turn to shine when people are like the Retro 7 become that sought after silhouette, like the Retro 1 and the Retro 3, because there's gonna be so much. I seen a page, Sneaker News posted the Nothing But Net Retro 7s, and I was like, wow. Because a lot of people hate the Nothing But Net Retro 7s.
Yeah.
But I mean, you get them in the hands of a reseller. I mean, because you got now, I'm seeing the videos of the Retro 17. All of a sudden, everybody's got, oh man, I got the Retro 17 for $2K. Are we reselling Retro 17s now?
Yeah. Speaking of resellers, oh man, we could have gotten on some resellers. But anyway, I'll do my sneaker. Is a Saucony and Extra Butter collab. It is the Aces pair.
I like that pair.
Yeah, it's really clean. So have you seen the Space Fights?
I have.
It has the laces, is where the laces came from.
I haven't seen that pair.
This pair?
Yeah.
It's really, really clean. Oop. It's got the Velcro. It's got like Velcro.
What's the name of those?
Aces. Grid 9000.
Log in to go.
So it's a really cool pair. It comes with black laces too, but obviously you gotta stick with the stars. With the star laces.
I like those. I really like those.
Yeah, it's a really, really clean pair. I think Bernie and his team, I think Jason too, did a really nice job with these. So, Saucony, Extra Butter, Aces, Grid 9000, showcase shoe of the day, of the week. Yeah, good pair.
Well. Closing thought?
Man, those of you who listen to this thing and just thought that we're hating, no, we have a love for sneakers, and we're both very proud of that, and we want to continue. We want the sneaker community to thrive, and that is where this all comes from. We're also very proud of the work that we put in. We both work very hard and to put out good content for everybody, and we're extremely thankful for everybody who has been listening. And we're extremely thankful for everybody everybody else who's making content. And I tell people this all the time. When I'm competing, I have to be the bad guy. I love being the bad guy. That's when I'm at my best. And the sneaker community is making it easy for me to be the bad guy. I will continue. I'm not going to sit here and call myself the heel and then post Instagram pictures of Disneyland every other week. Like,
oh wow, okay.
You can't be a heel and be a Disney adult. But
I like Disney.
Yeah. You go to Disney World? How often you go to Disney World?
I'll be real. I've been to Disney one time in my life.
Yeah. I've been twice. So. Okay.
But I like the concept
of being a Disney adult.
Yeah, it's nostalgia, like, relating and feeding your inner child. I think that's what we're doing With sneakers,
yeah, 100%. Yeah, okay. I think, yeah, you got a point there. You got a point.
Yeah. Every bad guy's got to have a guy reasoning in his corner. So,
his just looks like Donald Duck. Hey, Leroy, talk so much shit. Mickey Mouse.
Leroy. So, but no.
Leroy, talk about the SPs again. Oh.
Yo, I'm done. But
Leroy.
No,
Leroy.
No, stop it. So look, no. To be 100% transparent with our following and people that watch us, because I don't want people to think that this is coming off again as hating or being cocky or not being humble, because I am definitely a humble person. You're not, but
I'm not. I'm not humble.
I am grateful and thankful for anybody that tunes in.
I am great.
But also you can check me. You see, if you see something that you don't like Flexx doing, you can check me. I'm cool with it. I think it's okay to hold people accountable sometimes. I like that, and I can give you my reasoning. Again, that's why I said we can say these things and we can have those discussions, and it doesn't have to be a back and forth, and it doesn't have to be a bashing session. So I'm all for it. I welcome that, but I'm grateful, how far we've come. But now I feel like we are transitioning into a different type of sneaker collector, because we're getting older. So we have to say certain things. And I feel like not in just sneakers, but like the OGs of anything, it don't exist anymore. Yeah. So everything is so chaotic now, because there is no voice or reasoning to keep that culture or whatever it is in line. So it's just like, we're gonna do whatever we want to do, and they're destroying the art and the love of it, So
100%.
Trying to keep that love. We're just trying to keep that love in there, man.
Yep, 100%. 100%. Yeah,
I think we should. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna make it my business to have on each one of the guests that we mentioned today. Okay, I'm cutting that out. But guys, that has been our episode of the week. Thanks for listening. We love you guys. I hope you love us too. As always, love, peace, and sneakers.
Brothers. So brothers. Retro 7s, retro 3s, metallic silver, retro 11, sitting on freeze. They got so